Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to some random YTPC pipe talk. First off, my excuses that I can't provide you with a nice outdoor scenery, but it's gotten cold by now, and it's also very noisy outside. So I can't just provide you with a painting behind me on the wall, and I see the camera doesn't focus. So you probably have to be content with my face. In case you're interested, I'm smoking a old violet pipe, one of the great Polish pipe maker dynasties that kept the pipe tradition alive during the days of communism. Yeah, what are the topics for today? First off, the good news. It seems the parcel tariff problems have been solved. Didn't dare to call it a conflict. So it seems that it's possible again to send parcels from the European Union, or at least from my country, to the USA again. And as far as I know, not much has changed. When sending parcels from private person to private person and the value is below $100, there shouldn't be tariffs or anything applied. So basically, when sending stuff, we are YTPC members, it's business as usual. So looks to me that there was much drama for nothing in the end. Yeah, what else has been going on? Some PSA, I wanted to mention it in my last video, but I have forgotten about it. If people ask you to post a video for them, to make a statement for them on your channel, be very cautious and think twice of it. I go as far to say for myself that I would only do it for people that I really know and really consider me my friends. Because more often than not, there are some, how to call it, some thoughts behind it, or some intentions behind it that you are not aware of. There are people out there that like to play games, playing tricks, trying to get people on their side. So just be cautious about it. Another good thing is I had finally had the time to go to the workshop again, worked on some pipes, and I post one of them, some of them, and I post them one by one on the community page of my channel. Not sure if these pictures or posts are displayed with every subscriber. As there are channels out there, I have to manually check what they are posting, as it doesn't appear in my feed. So if you're interested, go there, check it out, what I've made. A few more will become within the next days. Mostly pipes with some retro flair. As you know, I'm a huge fan of mid-century factory pipes. The ones that made in I'm sorry, the ones that were made in Sockload, and especially the old US makers. You know, like, of course, K-Woody, custom built, everything by Tracy Mintzer, Whitehall, Brierly, Marksman especially. I don't know why I do like these pipes so much. Probably because those aren't ready available over here. When I check out eBay and such sites, the US are full of them, it seems, but it's a very rare occasion you can catch one on this side of the pond. Maybe that's the reason why I like them so much. And I try to recreate this image associated with those old pipes. Hard to describe. And yet another topic was the change in YouTube terms that is about to be implemented at the 20th, I guess. And YouTube now explicitly prohibits to say that or downplay the addictiveness. Is this a word that exists? Addictiveness of tobacco and nicotine products. And for once, it's hilarious. If you know YouTube, if you know the dark places in YouTube and what can be found on this platform, that is definitely harmful, or at least heavily concerning. I mean, you find footage of war zones, you find footage of ISIS and whatnot. You find political extremism in all directions. And this is all no problem, but you're not allowed to talk about pipe tobacco freely. Of course, there's also the discussion how addictive pipe tobacco really is. I know a few people that have a severe addiction, but those are really very, very few. And on my behalf, I can tell you, if I don't smoke for a week, I don't have any withdrawals or other symptoms. Often don't smoke for days when I'm busy at work. But even more concerning is the diminishing freedom of speech, with private platforms trying to censor what people do say. And I haven't read through all the new terms in YouTube, because I don't mind anyhow. If they ban me here, they ban me. There are other alternatives. If I would stop making videos, I had more time for other things. But yeah, what comes next? Political censorship, we had that already. Are you still allowed to talk about the man-made climate change? Are you still allowed to discuss scientific topics if you have an opinion that is opposed to the public consent or the enforced public consent? Yeah, there's some difficult times will lay ahead of us. Also, the European Union is trying to impose more censorship on, or surveillance on, messenger services like WhatsApp, Telegram, Signal. Signal also announced they might leave Europe altogether because they're not playing their game. They want to use AI to filter through all messages and everything that is stored on your smartphone, which is funny because the leaders or so-called elites in the European Union, they tend to lose all the SMS, short messages, contracts, everything, every data they have stored on their devices suddenly gets lost. You know who I'm talking about if you're in the European Union. And they want to impose total surveillance on its citizens. This is something I always say, we are heading into the direction of China. Something I absolutely not wish. So we will see when the time has come to leave YouTube. So it will be. So I finished the video with some concerning negative statement. But you know me by now. It won't get better if we do not talk about it. So better address this so everyone can make up its mind about it. Smoking some brown pigtails, superb stuff. Strong stuff, but needs a lot of relights. Thanks to the gentleman that got me this tobacco, as it is not readily available over here. Again, look at this gorgeous pipe. Don't know who this is. Might remind me of Scott, who's your Marshall. Anyhow, thanks for watching. And that's about it. Enjoying my coffee. Cheers.